In this video, we're going to use ChatGPT as a sort of travel agent. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to tap into the browsing ability that the new ChatGPT-4 model has added just recently. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the voice. This is an extension that I have on here. I'm going to use the voice prompter to send in a prompt and ask it to help us figure out some flights and help us figure out the best pricing, sort of plan our trip. So what we're going to do is first start off with a prompt like this. I'm going to say, do a web search and help me find the best priced flight options to Atlanta. I want to leave next Friday and then I want to return the following Monday. I want you to return the information about what sort of flights I can get and if there's layovers or not. And if you have any complication scraping any of this information from the web, just return the text information that you find about the pricing. That's good enough. I'm going to send that. And then what it's going to do, and I will, at some point, maybe there will be some sort of pause here, right? Sometimes this browsing thing that happens right here, where it shows the process that it's doing, it can get a little bit slow, but it just asked me a question, which is really cool because it shows that GPT-4 is starting to ask questions to drive towards the prompts. And so what I'll do is I'll say that I am in Tampa, Florida, and I'm going to give it that. So it knows I'm in Tampa, and it's going to consider that, and then it's going to go ahead and hit this query, basically I think to Google, and then from there it has sort of a queue of what's going on. So here's where you can sort of see what is happening. And sometimes there are some websites or web actions that it does go, and do that it actually can't return a result for you. And sometimes you'll see a lot of failures, and what you need to do is you need to regenerate the response in order to get it to actually go and browse the web in a way that will actually yield you some results. So here in just a second, though, I'm actually I'm thinking that this is probably going to work based off of how this looks. We only have a few fails, but it says it's going back and reading the content, so a few good things there. So we're just going to wait here for a response. Okay, so it's starting to return some stuff. It was saying that here's the airlines that generally do those flights between those two airports, and so it says for pricing in the last 72 hours, the cheapest one-way ticket from Tampa to Atlanta was Spirit Airlines, round-trip connection for $35, Frontier for $47, and then moving on up, giving you just an average of all the flights. And so we have some cheaper one-ways. We have American Airlines with a round-trip flight for $230. And what we're going to do now is we're going to give it a more specific piece of information. We're going to say, thank you for this information. I actually want to fly Delta. Can you tell me what my options are to fly Delta from Tampa to Atlanta? I also want to book a hotel while I'm there, and I would like to stay at a Marriott chain. Can you give me some sort of pricing for the flight and the hotel for the entirety of my trip? So we're going to see if it can actually go out, dig up Delta-specific flight data, bring back the pricing, and then also go and look up a Marriott chain hotel, and then go ahead and give you the pricing for that for the days that you would be over in Atlanta for that weekend trip. As you can see, here's the chain right here, and here's the different queries that it's doing, and so you see it's basically, I think, Googling, or maybe it's using Bing, I'm not sure. It's going through and searching, reading content, holding that, passing things back and forth, and then it's giving us some results. And one cool thing here is it actually gives us these sources here to what it's saying. So let's see. So based on the search, Delta Airlines has a round trip at approximately $138. So I'm going to click on that source and actually just see if that is accurate. So, yep, 138 round trip Delta Tampa to Atlanta. And then for the hotel stay, $169 per night for your specified days. And then it wasn't able to get anything other than this one hotel, which is still a Marriott. So that's okay. And if it wasn't, I could say, you know, hey, go out and look for something again. But what I want to do is I want it to say, can you calculate the Delta flight that you just gave me plus the total cost for the hotel for all the nights that I will be staying there, and then give me a data table that has the total cost for every night and a full itinerary so that I could do accounting for this business trip. So I'm going to send that. So what's going to do now is do, hopefully, basically accounting for, you know, hey, you're going to fly out this day, then you're going to have a hotel, and then we're going to get a total cost, right? So yeah, it couldn't be more simple. Now, one thing I am going to check real fast is the math on this, because ChatGPT is horrible with math, notoriously inaccurate. But it looks like in this case it was accurate, so that's awesome. So we have hotel, and it looks like the days are accurate because you're going to want to fly in, stay that night, 27th, 28th, so it'd be that Friday out, Saturday, Sunday, fly back that Monday, which is exactly what I described it as, and that's what it gave it back to me. So all in all, this is a really useful set of prompts, and I hope this video was really helpful to you to be able to use ChatGPT in this way. So thanks for watching. Hit that like button and subscribe if you want more content like this.